Hey everyone, doing video updates for day 20 and 21. This week's been a little crazy and had missed out on some video opportunities. A lot of work going on at Codelation for client work, and I'm starting to feel the pinch on trying to balance this project, keeping new projects moving, contracts, those sorts of things. So I had to put a little more time into what's paying the bills right now, and trying to get back into this. So today, really a development update, and then also some copywriting pieces. So this week, we spent some good time with our copywriter, and again, failed to finish sentences, but had worked on kind of some pillar content that we're going to be having written. So we're putting together like a guide to your SaaS startup idea, or you got a startup idea, now what? And trying to create some long form content. So the way that I like to work is be able to give bullet points and then start flushing them out. And so I've handed this off to Lana, our copywriter, and she's going to be cranking through this. And what we're hoping to be able to do is to get the content indexed and then start driving backlinks to it. And that's going to be something we're going to be working on for our outreach strategy. So our virtual assistant that we're going to hire on Upwork will find good partners to be able to try to get backlinks into, write some cold emails, and see if we can just start a funnel to start driving inbound links to some ultimate guides or pillar content. Also, when meeting with Lana this week, or yesterday, I suppose, we really dove into our onboarding, and it feels like there's so much work that needs to be done once somebody signs up, and to really understand where they're at. And the concept of allowing somebody, kind of meeting the person where they're at in their journey through this aptitude and experience matrix is feeling really, really good. And I feel like I need to put a lot of energy into trying to figure out what are the 5 to 10 strongest questions that we need to be making so that we can really understand where they live, and to be able to present content to them, to be able to level them up. And the way I'm thinking about it is like, you do really well in your SATs or ACTs, and you can clip out of early classes and kind of skip over them and move on. You can certainly go through them if you want to, but we're trying to personalize the journey for where the person's at. So that's been our copywriting side of things, and that's starting to feel really good, but I'm starting to get kind of an oh shit moment here of now we got a lot of kind of psychological onboarding, really understanding people and curating content to educate them through the app. And that's going to be a big lift here. So I need to start shifting to that. We are also going to be doing some pricing calls. So I've used this service before. It's called clarity.fm, and it's basically a sourcing platform for experts. And I've got one pending call and one book call. Both Chris and Britt are pricing experts. And so I wanted to take 15 to 30 minutes with each of them and really run them through our pricing model from Freemium. And the two things I'm considering are Freemium with light features, a paid with all features, and then a coaching tier, or go straight to Freemium with all features and then a coaching pricing tier. I just want to get some outside opinion. I know how to price those transactionally, but I don't know like the user side of things that well in terms of where the trigger points fall. I'm an impulsive buyer. If I see something that looks good, I'm just going to sign up for it and do it. Hence, we signed up for our third development or design all you can design service called Penji. Their onboarding and their UI actually is really good, so I'm interested to see how that's going to come out. One of the ones that we're using, I'm not going to name them, I was just really unhappy with. I think I'm going to cancel immediately. But the first one that we had was Many Pixels, and they're doing some really good work for us as well. So I'm testing them out on some client projects at Codelation. And then if we can find one that feels good, or a couple of them, we're going to deploy a lot of the internal design pieces that are going to be needed for the UI UX. And that transitions into, I posted a position on Upwork, I believe Friday morning, maybe it was Thursday, I can't remember now. But we have a lot of people that had self-selected. We had 29 people apply for our position. We've shortlisted 9 of them. You can see over here, we got some conversations going with them, and we're trying to find a developer that can do both the front end, which is the JavaScript and React side of things, and then also the Ruby on Rails back end, which is right in our wheelhouse. But again, I can't use my development team to build this. I can't pay my own guys for that. So I'm trying to find a balance. There's definitely some people that have a ton of experience on here. And one of the interesting things I found is people are saying that they're in the US, and I'm doubting if they actually are in the US. And the main reason that matters for me with this development process is that I want somebody that's close to our time zone, that speaks good English and also understands the startup iteration process, and not just somebody that's a developer. And I found that a lot of overseas developers are really good at just getting the work done. But sometimes if you don't give all the information, or don't give enough of the, here's the 4 steps that has to go through, I like to leave just a little bit up to, here's the business solution we're trying to, or here's the business problem we're trying to solve. Let's come up with a solution together, or you make recommendations. So I'm looking for somebody that can have a little bit more thought process. What we're seeing is between probably $40 and $80 an hour on Upwork. We have another development partner that we're paying $60 an hour to for the back end, and $20 per hour on the front end, that we are considering still as well. So that's where we're at. Copywriting, design, and development pieces, plus some pricing calls coming up, and we'll talk to you soon.